Hey guys, Dylan from Adams coming at you live and direct from my garage. So basically, one of our biggest questions, and I'm sure all you guys on the forums have seen it over and over and over again, is about the matte stripes. How do I clean them? How do I protect them? I've got wax residue on them. So I wanted to kind of get a one-size-fits-all answer for you guys, so you don't have to ask it over and over again, and that way anybody new to the forum will be able to search it and say, oh, that's how I clean those. Thank you to Nicole and Ryan for bringing their cars out. We've got more yellow Camaros in my driveway than I'm probably ever going to see. So we're going to start with Nicole. She has the matte stripes, and then we're going to move over to Ryan's car. He has the gray metallic stripes. So the most important thing, obviously, first is to get them clean before you do anything. Be that with a car wash or a wipe down. Nicole's car here showed up pretty much in clean shape, just a little bit of dust and dirt on the stripes. So we're going to start with waterless wash and a waterless wash towel just to get the dust off. This is the same process you use if you get light contamination on them. A few days after a wash, something lands on them and you want to just wipe them off. You're going to saturate whatever's on there with the waterless wash first, and then use the waterless wash towel to clean up after yourself. Since we don't have any big, nasty droplets of anything, I just want to get all the dust off. Start with the fine machine polish and one of our blue polish applicators. This kind of tends to be the smart choice to go with foam wise. You go with our orange, a little bit too aggressive, you could run the risk of kind of causing some uneven hazing on the stripes. The yellow or the Americana applicators, the soft waxing foams, tad too bit on the soft side. So you want to go with this. It's kind of a nice medium, aggressive enough to actually do some work, not so aggressive that's going to do any damage. As most of you know, fine machine polish is a machine product, but we're going to use this in a hand application. First, just going to start by getting it spread over the area, and you'll notice I've already taped off the edges so I don't get any excess onto the area I'm working on up here with something else to show you the difference, but then B, I'm not going to get it onto the paint or caked up around the edge of the stripe here. Once you've got it on there, you just start working it in a little bit more heavily, making sure you get even coverage. Okay, so now we've got that in there real good. You've got a little bit of a residue left behind. The way you're going to use this is you're going to kind of rub it until it's almost gone. The stripes are going to tend to soak up the polish a little bit. So once you've got it rubbed in, one of our single soft or double soft towels, a plush microfiber of some sort, and you're just going to rub away the residue. Any excess, you're kind of knocking down that uneven look. In here in the garage, under these lights, you're not going to see it exactly, but in a few minutes we're going to pull this thing outside after we do the other treatments. You guys will see exactly what we're talking about. Alright, so our next step, as you can see I've written right here, is Brilliant Glaze. Now, it's going to seem a little counterintuitive. You're now using a machine product by hand on the first step here. The second try, we're going to do a product that makes things shiny on something I want to stay matte. It's not as crazy as it seems. One of the primary ingredients in our glaze is actually a solvent. So while this product is wet, it cleans really nicely. This will be the option you're going to use if you've got some really uneven looking surfaces on the stripes. Built up wax residue, say you use something that you weren't supposed to use on it, it's kind of turned white, and you've tried cleaners and it just won't come off. This is going to help break that up. So you actually just apply this like you would like you're applying it to paint. You'll notice it makes things, just like with the fine machine polish, it's going to make them look darker at first, but it's not going to make them look any shinier. Alright, same idea again. We've got a fresh single soft towel here. Just going to remove any residue that's on there. And the idea of this video is I want to show you guys a few different methods because there is no one-size-fits-all answer here. It's kind of the look you're going for on the stripes and the issues that you're trying to address. With the fine machine down here, we're fixing some light scuffing and things like that. And we could probably do a few more treatments to get it 100% perfect. Up here, there was just a little bit of hazing and discoloration, so we're going for the removal of just that and getting it nice and even again with the Brilliant Glaze, excuse me. Now that it's removed, I can look at it and see nice and matte again, a little bit more even than it was. And again, we're going to do one last step up here with the VRT. and then we're gonna pull this thing out in the sun and show you guys all three options. All right, so here we are, last option, VRT. The one of the three probably makes the most sense name-wise, vinyl rubber and tire protectant on vinyl matte stripes. Just like with the others, we're gonna apply kind of liberally at first just to get it spread around. Now the difference between this step and the other ones, this is going to give you more protection on the stripes. So if your car is kept outside or sees a lot of sunlight, you're actually going to get some protection on them out of this option. You can also use this over the top of after you've done one of the other two steps. The one change though is this is going to add more of a satin look, a little bit less matte when it's first applied. And the remedy to that is, once again with the single soft towel, once you've got it applied, you're going to knock the residue down, just kind of buffing it with the towel. You want to get all the excess VRT off the surface. You just want what's absorbed into the stripe to be there and nothing else. All right, let's pull this bad boy outside. We'll see what it looks like. So now we've got it out in the sun so you guys can take a real close look at what this is going to finish up like on your car. We've got up here completely untreated. We've got the VRT one, which most of us here are kind of agreeing is the best look out of all of them. You've got a much more matte flat finish from the Brilliant Glaze because basically all that did was clean. It didn't do anything else. And then we've got the fine machine down here, which was used a little bit for correcting the scuffs and scratches that were there. Leaves kind of a more satiny look. What we're going to do is we're going to pull this tape up and we're going to finish the stripe off with what we think is the best method, the Brilliant Glaze followed by the VRT, and that'll give you guys a final look at what this will look like when it's on your car. The problem with bringing Ryan out to these things when I need to demo something is his stuff is never messed up. So I just wanted to kind of show you guys what he does. He's a glaze and Americana guy. You're going to hear some things people tell you, don't wax your stripes, don't wax your stripes. Totally not true. You don't wax the matte stripes, but if you have gloss stripes, the white, the charcoal gray metallic like Ryan has on his car, those stripes you most definitely do wax. Just whatever your preferred product is for the paint, you're going to use that on the stripes. I wanted to give you one more example, kind of a real-time demonstration of what the VRT does to the stripes. As you can see, he's got not the traditional side-by-side Riley stripes, but he's got a matte vinyl stripe down the middle, so we've already taped it off. We wiped it down with a little bit of detail spray just to kind of get the dust off, but I wanted to give you guys a real-life demonstration of what just straight-up VRT is going to do for your stripes. See, VRT, block sponge. We're going to do this. I'll probably speed the video up a little bit for sake of time because nobody wants to watch me rub dressing into vinyl for the entire time, so we'll speed this up and make it short, but here goes nothing. So what do you think?